Namaste Kalpana. In this video, we are going to do 3 problems on reduction formula. So here we are going to use 3 properties from definite integrals and reduction formula. Okay. So let's start doing problems. First one, evaluate integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin cube x into cos square x dx. Solution. To use reduction formula directly, we need limits of integral from 0 to pi by 2. Since you are having minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, so you can't use the reduction formula directly. Okay. So now let I equals to integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin cube x into cos square x dx. So this can also be written as sin x whole cube into cos x whole square. Okay. Now let f of x equals to sin cube x into cos square x, which can also be written as sin x whole cube into cos x whole square. Okay. So now we are going to use the first property. Integral from a to b f of x dx equals to integral from a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Okay. So for that, we'll consider f of lower limit plus upper limit minus x. So minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2 gets cancelled. Finally, you'll get f of minus x. So now what we are going to do? We are going to replace minus x with minus x in f of x. So you'll get sin of minus x whole cube into cos of minus x whole square. So this equals to, since sin of minus theta equals to minus sin theta and cos of minus theta equals to cos theta. So this equals to sin of minus x is minus sin x whole cube into cos of minus x is cos x whole square. So this equals to minus whole cube will be, so this equals to minus whole cube will be minus into minus into minus, minus into minus into minus, minus into minus plus, again plus into minus is minus, minus sin cube x into cos square x, which is minus f of x. If f of minus x is minus f of x, if f of minus x equals to f of x, then we say f of x is odd. Okay, you got f of minus x is minus f of x. So we can consider f of x is odd. So here you're having, you got f of x is odd. Therefore, f of minus x equals to f of x, then you can say that f of x is odd. Okay, good. So now what we have to do? Next step, second property. Minus a to a f of x dx equals to, you're having two formulas. When f of x is even and when f of x is odd. Since you're having f of x odd, so integral from minus a to a f of x will be 0. Okay, since f of x is odd, so therefore integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 f of x, that is sine cube x into cos square x dx equals to 0. Okay. So therefore integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine cube x into cos square x into dx equals to 0. So this completes the first problem. Now coming to second problem. Evaluate integral from 0 to pi cos cube x into sine power 4x dx. Solution. Let I equals to integral from 0 to pi cos cube x into sine power 4x dx. Again, comma, f of x equals to, let f of x equals to integrand. What is your integrand? Cos cube x into sine power 4x. So you can write it as cos x whole cube into sine x whole power 4. Okay. So now we'll use the first property. Integral a to b f of x dx equals to integral from a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. That is, f of x should be replaced with f of a plus b minus x. That is, f of lower limit plus upper limit minus x. So this equals to f of pi minus x. Okay. Now we'll replace x with pi minus x. So this equals to cos of pi minus x whole cube into sine of pi minus x whole power 4. Okay. Cos of minus pi minus x whole cube into sine of pi minus x whole power 4. Since pi minus x, which is in second quadrant, in the second quadrant, sine and cosecant will be positive and remaining will be negative. So you'll have sine pi minus x is sine x and cos pi minus x is equals to minus cos x. Okay. So now replace cos pi minus x with minus cos x. Minus cos x whole cube into, now replace sine pi minus x with sine x. Sine x whole power 4. So this equals to minus cos cube x into sine power 4x. Okay. So this equals to minus f of x, which is cos cube x into sine power 4x. So you got f of pi minus x equals to minus f of x. See, you have noticed minus, right? Since you are getting minus f of x, so this is, so you can say that f of x is odd function. Therefore, f of x is an odd function Okay. Now you can write I as I equals to 0 to pi cos cube x into sine power 4x, right? So pi can be written as pi by 2 plus pi by 2, which is 2 pi by 2. Okay. So now you can replace pi with 2 pi by 2. Okay. Into dx. Also we know that this is odd function. Odd function. So this is the form 0 to na, that is 2 into 2 in the place of n and pi by 2 in the place of a. Since f of x is odd function, so integral 0 to na f of x dx is equals to 0 when f of x is odd. Okay. So you got answer 0. So therefore integral from 0 to pi cos cube x into sine power 4x into dx equals to 0. So this completes the second problem. Next, coming to third problem. Third one, evaluate integral from 0 to pi sine power 7x into cos power 5x. Solution. Let I equals to integral from 0 to pi sine power 7x into cos power 5x dx. Okay. Since we are having limits 0 and pi, to use reduction formula, we should get limits 0 to pi by 2. That is, we should have limits from 0 to pi by 2. Since you are having 0 to pi, so you can't use reduction formula. So in this case, what we are going to do? We are going to use this property and check whether the function is odd or even, and then we'll go for reduction formula if needed. Okay. So now let f of x equals to integrand sine power 7x into cos power 5 into x. Okay. So now what we are going to use is first property, f of a plus b minus x. F of upper lower limit plus upper limit minus x equals to f of pi minus x. So this equals to, so here you can write f of x as sin x whole power 7 into cos x whole power 5. Okay. So now replace x with pi minus x. Then you'll get sin pi minus x whole power 7 into cos pi minus x whole power 5. Okay. Pi minus x, that is second quadrant. Pi by 2. In the second quadrant, if you consider all silver teacups rule, in the second quadrant, sine and cosecant will be positive and remaining will be negative. That is, you'll have sine pi minus x equals to sine x and cos pi minus x equals to cos x. Okay. So now replace sine pi minus x with sine x. That is sine x whole power 7 into cos pi minus x is minus cos x whole power 5. Since in the second quadrant only sine and cosecant are positive. So this equals to sine power 7x into minus cos power 5x. So finally you'll get minus sine power 7x into cos power 5x. Okay, which is minus f of x. Okay, you have considered f of pi minus x. You got minus f of x. Since you are having minus, so you can say that the function is odd. Therefore, f of x is an odd function and I equals to integral from 0 to pi sine power 7x into cos power 5x into dx. Now we can change this upper limit as pi equals to pi by 2 plus pi by 2, or else you can consider it as in degrees. You can consider in degrees. 180 degrees can be written as 90 plus 90. That is 2 times 90. Okay. If 180 degrees is pi, then here you'll get 2 into pi by 2. So you can replace this pi with 2 into pi by 2. So this is equals to integral from 0 to 2 pi by 2 into sine power 7x into cos power 5x dx. Which is equals to see, since f of x is odd, then integral from 0 to na, 2 in the place of n and pi by 2 in the place of a, f of x dx will be equals to 0. Okay. So therefore, integral from 0 to pi sine power 7x into cos power 5x dx equals to 0. So this completes the third problem. Hope this video will help you out in solving the problems. If you have any doubts, just leave your comments below. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.